Hey, what's up, Michael? This is a demo video for you for your Solo Saber Scraptec. This is a unique one as it's the only one that I had to install with the CFX. There's a lot going on in this guy, so let's go over my desk and take a look at it, and we'll get this out in the mail to you first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you very much for the support on this run. Hey, what's up, Michael? This is a demo video for you for your Scraptec installed with a CFX. This is the one and only one that I had to do, that I had to put a CFX in it. I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to the LS2, which is what you use for some alternative accents. Every time I learn it and I retain the knowledge, there's just enough time that goes by between doing another CFX that I forget it all and then have to reach out to my buddy Albert, who teaches me the same thing over and over again. So anyway, it is all set up. I weathered it per your request. I hope that you like the way that that comes out, or that came out rather. It is a 2-button setup, so power will be up here, auxiliary you'll feel back here. All right, you've got an OLED screen that's been tinted red. This main crystal chamber. Now the main crystal chamber and this 10 pixel accent strip, they are wired together and they're on the LS2 pad, so they do a little something different when the Saber's off. Your strip right here that you can see through the handle along with this strip, they're wired together and they're wired to the blade, so they will act the same way that the blade does. I hope that that makes sense. All right, to get to your chassis, we'll just unscrew the handle here. A few threads to take this guy off. Slide this off, and your chassis is printed out of red carbon fiber. All right, so you've got your CFX board there. Typically what I like to do when I make a chassis for CFX is I will hide this micro USB port down into the chassis. I chose not to do that on this time, or this time rather, because I gave out this chassis to a lot of people who had intended to do their own install, and not knowing what people like to do, I wanted to leave that open so people could use it if they wanted to. I like to just do everything from the SD card, which you can do from right there. All right, although CFX does have a deep sleep mode, I went ahead and I gave you a kill switch anyway. So you got a kill switch right in front of the board. You've got a 28mm Smokers Outpost Elite speaker back here. This is of course a removable battery setup, so spring side for the negative side of your battery. Just set the battery here, cradle the chassis, and snap it right in. It'll snap down nice and tough for you. All right, we'll come over here and flip the kill switch. So if I turn this off, you can see how your crystal chamber here and your LED strip here are wired together, and they of course pulse when the Saber's off. We'll turn it on. You've got your OLED screen working. Now these are kind of blinking back and forth. These are in line with your blade. You've got a KR Sabers V4 Neopixel in there, by the way. All right, so. All right. Whoop, no twist off on this guy. We'll turn it off with the power switch. Put our handle on and lock it down all the way. When you lock it down all the way, your handle windows will align with your LED strips. So one there, and of course one there. All right, come over here and hit power. Blade lock up. And this is your blade retention screw. So as you can see, it's sticking into the blade socket here. We'll just unscrew it until it's out of the blade socket. This Saber is made for a 7/8 inch blade. We'll take our blade, put it in there, make sure it's down on the pins, of course, and lock it down. I know that a lot of this stuff that you know already, you're very versed in Sabers, but I just have a spiel that I go through. All right, so we'll hit power. Now you have the Scraptec font. You just don't have the blade style. The blade style I had made was for Profi, but I do have it on a red blade. And I left all of the other fonts on there so you could just hold down for sound font selection.
Sound bank selection.
Scraptec.
Crystal focus. Crystal focus.
Nebula.
Bring
Long. Result.
We want this one,
This party's over.
right? If you want to change color, hold down aux and twist the saber. Blue blade, blue crystal chamber LED, and blue handle. All right. And of course, when we're done, we'll just unscrew this a little bit. Pop our blade out. I'm going to put this back in so I don't forget to tighten that up. And we'll just take our handle off. Turn on the saber from here. We'll flip it off with the kill switch and it kills power like it should. All right. Take your blade out from the positive side. If it's too tight, you might need a tool. Just come in here and pop it out like that. Very easy to do. All right. I just made the battery snug in the chassis so it doesn't come loose when you want to swing this around. All right. So we'll lock that back down into place. And that's basically how you work this guy. So let me know if you have any questions. It is pretty late in the day now, so I will get this out in the mail to you first thing tomorrow. Thanks, man.